Joining us now on TGAF, brought to you by CTBK, CPAs and Business Consultants. That is too many letters. We're going to have to figure out a way to do it. But TGAF, Tim Graham and friends, here with Matthew Fairburn, also the Athletic, being joined by Buffalo Bills right guard Jon Feliciano. You look happy there. The way that camera's positioned, you got like a little Buddha look going.
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. I'm about to lace up and play some games. It's a good Friday. Fridays are the best days.
I know you're a huge gamer, and you tie in some of your charities to your gaming, and we'll get into your charities here briefly. But what are you playing these days? What's taking up your time? Because I know you got a lot to kill.
Yeah, right now, not too much. Just right now, Call of Duty is probably my number one game. Whenever the kids take a nap, I can get on for a little bit, and before my wife rips my heads off.
What do you have a review on Red Dead Redemption 2? Are you a big player of that? Because that's my game. In the start of the quarantine, that was, I know it's a couple years old, but I got into it and I burned a lot of hours on that.
I didn't like it because of the button layout, which I know I can probably switch, but I did not give it a chance. I'm sorry. It looks good. It's beautiful. I like the graphics are great.
It is. It's like watching a Western. I won't bore you with it then. Nobody needs
No. I know about it. I know my buddies play it. I've played it. I played the first one a lot.
I'm not offended.
I like that you played it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a degenerate when it comes to video games. I go through long periods. So when MLB The Show comes out in the spring, I spend hundreds of dollars on it, building up my team, and my son plays it too. So it's a thing that we do together. He's only 14, and to me, video games is what baseball and football cards used to be for me. So when my wife gets upset that he's spending too much time on these video games, he's building teams, he's building rosters, he's a general manager, he's working salary caps.
Yeah, he's getting life skills.
I agree with that. I mean, maybe I'm rationalizing it, but yeah, I think it's fun. That's how he's studying the stats. He learns how to build a batting order, all that stuff. And then the same thing with Madden. But I spend way too much money for a man my age on video games. So Jon, people want to know how's the pec doing? Where are you in your recovery? How's it been coming along?
The pec was honestly the worst injury I've ever personally had. Definitely the most painful. But the rehab, we've been attacking it for the last. I mean, it happened. Today's 9 weeks ago. Today I had surgery. Feeling good. Hopefully I can get out there and start practicing here soon. Hopefully in the next week or two. And then it's gonna be tricky because, I haven't played football since January. And it's gonna take a little bit. We'll get a couple of weeks of practicing probably. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Our team's doing good. We're doing great. Hopefully we got a big game this week against Oakland, which really unfortunate that I'm missing. But yeah, I'm trying to stay positive.
How has the rotator cuff factored into it? You had to have surgery on that right after the season, and did that impact or induce the pec injury, do you think?
No, it's on the other side, but my rotator cuff, man, that was honestly, it was pretty cake. I mean, a lot of people said it was going to be real tough, and I kind of killed that, and I came in ready. It was just a freak thing, man. It was unfortunate.
How did it happen?
Benching. I was on my last rep, on my last set, on the first day.
Was it the type of thing that if it didn't happen right then and there, it would have happened at some other point? Maybe when you're lifting the next time or down the road?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. That could have been like just years of just has been on his last string for a while. But it never hurt before, and it just sucked.
What's it been like for you? I mean, you mentioned the team's playing great, right? And I know we've seen some of your thoughts filter through on Twitter, but what's it been like to watch this team? What have you kind of noticed from your vantage point?
I'm just excited. It's so exciting watching how just dynamic we are, and I mean we've been going 10 personnel a lot, and just our receivers and just the old line's been playing great, man. It's fun to be a fan sometimes.
And the 2 road games that you were probably most looking forward to, you're going to miss. So yes, Oakland, or I should say the Raiders, I'm sorry, in Las Vegas on Sunday.
It's so hard not to say Oakland.
I'm still saying San Diego Chargers. And then Miami, having played for the Miami Hurricanes, the Bills already made their visit to South Florida. The competitor in you, as you watch these guys playing, how are you keeping yourself? I guess let me say this. What's it like being in the same room as you on Sunday afternoons as all this is going on?
It's not good. Saturdays and Sundays are I feel bad for my wife and some of the trainers when we are at home games, like on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm not a pleasure to be around. But like you said, that Miami game I look forward to every year just because it's it's home, and we're in the locker room where I had so many battles as a Hurricane, and just being in there. I go to my locker. I go to where Steven's locker was. Stephen Morris was the quarterback there. The bathrooms. They did do some updates. I appreciate y'all. But
you visit the bathrooms. You have some fond memories in the bathrooms there, do you?
Yeah, man. Of course. Blow it up before the game.
How do things look? What's the prognosis for your return? We haven't heard many updates.
Yeah, I think in the next couple of weeks here, probably week or two, hopefully they'll let me start, moving around a little bit, start practicing, and then we'll take it from there. I mean, I feel good. I feel great. I feel like I'm confident that it's gonna turn over quick, but we'll see. Hopefully in the next few weeks.
How has everything going on with all these restrictions in place with COVID? How has that impacted your rehab? The rehab, you're getting it done, but just from a standpoint of how often you can be around your teammates and the connection, I guess, that you're missing out on.
Yeah, well, even with my rotator cuff, I had surgery in February, and I was supposed to fly back to Buffalo, but then COVID happened, and I wasn't I couldn't. I wasn't. Everyone thought everyone would be out here dying left and right. So I was like, man, I'm not gonna be flying. My wife was pregnant. I have a daughter, and we kind of just boarded up and stood in the house. So I was doing rehab by myself for most of the time. The trainers, we talked. I mean, they helped a lot, but usually on day to day it was just myself. So that was tricky. But for the pec stuff, I mean, it hasn't been too bad. I mean, I just gotta wear a mask.
Sounds like Hudson Fairburn has made an appearance there in the background.
Yeah, the dogs are really getting after it here. So I'm gonna mute and let Tim have the next question.
We're in conversation with Bills right guard Jon Feliciano, and one of the things that I don't want to go too long in this interview without mentioning is Jon's charity work. While he has been sidelined, that doesn't mean he has refrained from remaining active. And already Jon has donated $25,000 to Meals on Wheels of South Florida and Feeding South Florida. giving 70,000 meals to people in need. Just a couple of weeks ago, he hosted a stream-a-thon, which raised $3,500 for the Hispanic Scholarship Fund. And last month, he donated $4,300 to Latinos in Action, a national nonprofit that aims to empower Latino youth. I know that as much as you do enjoy the charity work, it's probably not a total substitute for what you're supposed to be doing this time of year. But how has that helped you with your peace of mind rather than being alone with your thoughts, holding a video game controller, going through the rehab with not knowing when you're going to play? I'm guessing these types of things are good for the soul.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just at the point in my life where I can help. I know when people think, you're an NFL player, you're out here making a lot of money every year, which, you're making good money, but, it's a short career. It's not really until your second contract, if you're not like a first round guy, second round dude, that you can, start thinking about helping others. I'm just at the point in my life where, I'm all right. And I just wanted to do some good. And it definitely made me feel better because, not being like I said, every Saturday, every Sunday, I'm in a dark place. Thankfully, we've won every game. But just being able to help others made me feel good.
In a twisted way, does the winning make it hurt a little more? Because you're missing it. It's better than losing, I guess. But.
Yeah, no. But, I've never been like that. Like I play football just to be on the team and to watch my guys, like, do good. Like if I get a block and I feel Josh just come off me and you just see him running like that is like my people's success is what drives me and makes me happy. So them out doing what they do out there and how they've been playing, man, I go crazy. I'm up there jumping up and down. The Rams games, you should have seen the box where they had us, bro. When Tyler caught that touchdown, man, we were all jumping. Dude, it was so cool.
What do you make of what Josh has done? I know from talking to you so often last year, you've always, been a believer in this guy, and to see him finally showing it in such an emphatic way, it's hard to argue with what he's doing. What's it been like to watch it?
I'm just proud, man, and I'll keep him level-headed with all of my memes and stuff and my profile pictures. But man, it's what we all expected. I honestly don't I'm not surprised. I'm not like this is what Josh is. This is who he is, and there's no he's not proving anything to anyone else. He wants to win. He's going to do whatever he can to win, and whatever it means, whatever crazy stuff he does, I'm all for it.
I'm one of those guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, how have you, now that you've, been through this for a little while, you see what's going on in Tennessee. How have you felt about everything going on with the virus and just how things are operating, in the building and around the league?
Yeah. Before the Tennessee stuff happened, honestly, I didn't even think about it. It was just like the way that the Bills have set it up and just the team knowing that it's important and it's like, we have a lot of goals that we need to meet this year. Like everyone's just been maxed up and, washing their hands and it's honestly, it was just feeling like it was regular. So to see the Tennessee stuff happen is it's crazy. It's unfortunate. I haven't traveled yet. being on IR. So, I mean, I can see how that can be a problem.
Well, Tennessee being the next opponent, they're going to have a bye now. So I don't know if that's a disadvantage for the Bills. Obviously, they're the ones with the chaos and the mystery as to what's going to unfold for them. But it does give them the opportunity to start preparing for the Bills right away. Do you view that as an advantage for them heading into the next game?
Not really. First and foremost, as a player, I feel like that sucks. Like, that's horrible to have week 4 bye week. The later the bye week, the better, I feel like. And it's so early in the season. I know the coaches usually like to go through and study their own stuff and see, what they're good at, what they're bad at. And I feel like only having 3 games, I mean, that's not really, you're not gonna be able to do much like that. So I don't think it gives them much advantage. I think it's mainly a disadvantage.
I can't let you go without asking you about the offensive line play. And I'm the first one to admit whenever I have someone on who either plays offensive line or coaches it, and I like to admit this because I would love for more people to admit it. I don't know what I'm looking at on offensive and a lot of defensive line play.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people like to pretend that they do, like they know who gave up the sack. They don't understand the footwork of it. I never played the position. So I would like for you to put into your words, and for a lot of people out there who are curious, what you have seen, if you can put it in layman's terms, that this offensive line has been doing through 3 weeks.
If I'm watching the game, when I'm watching the game, and my wife asked me after the game on Sunday, "Oh, how'd the O-line do?" No idea. You cannot. I'm watching from the box, and I can't see anyone's footwork. I can't see, you can't, I had to you had to watch the film to see if you played, if the O-line played good or bad. It's so hard. You can't see anything up there. I mean, you can see the bad. You can see, okay, Aaron Donald got a sack. You can see who, or you can probably see who gave, most of the time you can probably see the line turned one way. There's a man side, and that guy got a sack.
But you don't know what the assignments are, who may be missing the assignment, what play was called.
Yeah, it's so hard. It's there's no way.
So what have you seen? What do you like? What you've seen?
Well,
so far?
I mean, from watching the film, I mean, I like the way we're playing. We've been just our pass protection. I feel like has been good. I mean, Aaron Donald did Aaron Donald things, but I mean, that guy's he's going to be a Hall of Famer. I like the way Brian's playing right now. Brian is I didn't know me and him were so much alike before. He's a dog out there, and I love what he brings. Mitch is Mitch out there being Mitch. Mitch is the probably one of the best centers, probably the best center that can pull. He's pretty quick. And sometimes I'm like, dude, calm down. You make me look bad, buddy.
And you played with Rodney Hudson, so you've played with a good center before. This isn't this isn't new. That's not to say I'm not asking you to compare Rodney to Mitch, but at least when it comes to pulling, Mitch has some guard tendencies.
They're up there, dude. And Rodney's the man. That's my guy right there. I talk to him all the time. I've been messing with him this week a little bit.
Have you gathered any intel? Any Raiders intel that you?
No, I'm over here I'm giving our guys everything.
Jon, is there anything that we didn't ask you about that you want to talk about?
Nah. We'll have more time when I get back in.
Well, I'd like to say that I'll see you in the locker room, but that even when you're back, that's not going to happen. So hopefully I see you sometime in 2021. And I appreciate you taking the time out of your not so busy schedule to drop in and let everybody see your smiling face. I think a lot of Bills fans miss you and have been curious how you're doing. So
I appreciate you guys. I miss you. I miss Bills Mafia. I'll be out there soon and can't wait.
all right. That's Jon Feliciano, Bills right guard and philanthropist, here on the Tim Graham Show, brought to you by CTBK.